I'm Captain Eddie Castelo, and welcome to my shop. Got a little nippy the last couple of days. I'm not like you northern folks where you might have snow on the ground, but hey, we had a little winter pop in on us. This is South Louisiana, and we get all kinds of changes in the weather. Wait 5 minutes, it'll change. Wait 10 minutes, it'll rain. Okay, we got a project to do today, and it's something that you can do in your shop. I'll show you a couple of versions of it, a couple of variants of it. And it's things you can do easy. And I'm saying that because there's a lot of guys out there just started turning, and they want to get into this, and they want to produce some gifts for Christmas. This is one you can get away with. All right? All you got to do is watch. Wait, you over there? Over there, right there. Watch. Hey, while you're watching, write down this. This is SWAT, Southwest Association of Turners. It is a group of fine people, really nice people. They're all friendly, they're all wood turners, and they get together the last weekend in August every year in Waco, Texas. You might think that's way out the way, but Waco's way in the way. So, go to Waco, Texas, August 23, 24, 25 of 2019, and you can see the SWAT. What I consider to be probably one of the best symposiums in the world, really. And I've been to the little ones and the big ones. I got to put this right in the top, okay? You want more information, you go to their website, www.swatturners.org, and you'll see all the details. I think right now you can even book your hotel room. But hey, we got off the tangent a couple of weeks ago. I was really mad. My butt's still sore about this guy that called me an unknowing old man or disillusioned or whatever. I erased his email to me because it really pissed me off. But the guy was talking about the 247 formula for the Ellsworth. And then I heard from you guys. And the ones I heard from all knew that David Ellsworth developed this 2 inches out, 4 inches back, 7 inches back and 4 inches down. It's 247. And it's the formula for getting a perfect elliptical grind on your tool. Now you can only do this on, I'm saying, can I back up? Okay. I've got this grind on a ball gouge, almost a roughing gouge, a spindle gouge, a deep fluted V, and a deep fluted U gouge. So I got it on 5 different gouges. And it's all set to the same numbers, 247. And they all cut on the same wheel. My CBN wheel, can't be nicer, wheel. And it takes, once I put it in a jig, it takes one pass to redress the edge. That's the beauty of this thing. That's why I keep telling you about it. If you're using a jig and you're making this cut every single time, you're going to throw less steel on the floor and more steel on the wood. And that's what counts. Now, let's talk a little bit about today's project. Management just fussed at me. She came out earlier. It's a little cruddy out here. The weather has changed a little bit more. And she came out to pick the last of our oranges, our Louisiana Satsumas and navel oranges, and we got lemons. We got something else that grows over the fence back there. But this is the time of year. This is the fall, late fall. Well, all these things come to fruition, and boy, some beautiful stuff. We must have picked 100 bags of oranges this year. And all the friends got them. We had people stopping by on a regular basis to pick them up. We love it. This is one of those things that it's an ornamental shrub in the yard, but it produces food. Hey, that's all right with me. But she came out fussing at me a little bit. Tell me, don't tell anybody to stop by and pick up fruit anymore. You're in the neighborhood. Give me a call. Hey, we got it. You can have it. I got a call from a friend of mine, Ronnie Bonnet. He's a wood turner. Ronnie's a year or two into this. And he's playing with different things. And a couple of weeks ago, he played with making Christmas tree ornaments. I think we did one a couple of weeks ago. Wasn't that thing major? There. It's a cute little thing. You put a wire on the top and it works out. Ronnie was talking with Tim Yoder. You know Tim, the miniature wood turner? Tim had done a couple of bottle stoppers with Christmas tree toppings on them. And they got to talking back and forth on YouTube, where else. And now I went over to Ronnie's this morning because he wanted to show me he scaled down the big trees using Phi, the 3.618 formula to get the proportions correct. He scaled it down to get the proportions correct, and now he's doing bottle stoppers using Christmas trees. And it was a nice little project. For that project, he called me the other day and said, hey, I need some wine bottle stoppers. And I said, I got one for you. There you go. See this, Ronnie? This is extremely unique. This is a 3-year-old version of the Ruth Niles tapered bottle stopper with a flat bottom on it so you can display it on a counter. Because a lot of us don't put them back in a wine bottle. In Louisiana, it's almost sacrilegious to cork a bottle of wine after you open it. It's obligatory to drink all the wine and then suck the bottle dry. So if you got a stopper and you want to put it on display, this is a perfect little one. If you're interested in these, Ruth Niles is a friend. And I only send you to my friends when I send you places to get stuff. Ruth Niles is a really nice lady in Pennsylvania, and she does these stoppers using one of the finest machinists in the world. And they're top of the grade, top of the line, best made stainless steel products. Yeah, not the knockoff, stainless steel products. If you need to get a hold of Ruth to see about these, get a starter kit with the mandrel, the bit, and the stoppers and all that, go to this website, and I'm not even going to guess at it. Brand new website Ruth put up, and you'll see all the details. And trust me, if you think you'll save 30 cents someplace else, it just means you're not spending 30 cents. You're not saving it. We're going to go to Woodpile and get some wood for this. This is it. This is extremely exotic, and it's been machined with a hole drilled in the center. That's a 5/16 hole in the center of it, and it's drilled down about 3/4 of an inch. And the piece is about 3 3/8 of an inch long, 1.5 by 1.5. How do I know it's 1.5 by 1.5? Because Ronnie cut this out of a 2x4 from Home Depot. Really. A 2x4, 88 cents at Home Depot. Yep. I didn't say, did you say cheap? I didn't say cheap. You might have said that. I didn't say that. He's a bigger guy. All right. No, this is all you need. You can go get exotics. I got exotics. I got ornamental woods. I've got some pear that's got beautiful strata in it. I got a pile of this stuff. But hey, if you're making a stopper in anything like this, it's not this. It's what you do to it that counts. So let's get over to the lady and get talking about this. Oh, before we get there, I've been fussed at enough about shields, goggles, hats, and gloves, ammunition, and everything else lately. Here's the deal, guys. I've been doing this for 20 years or so. Seriously. Serious. It's all the shop does. I always wear my safety glasses. Always. I've got 3 or 4 pair. I've got these replaced the other day at Sam's. That's mandatory. The shield, I always thought of it not being mandatory until I had a brain injury. After the brain injury and went to rehab things and all that, they told me that even a minor impact head injury with something coming off the lathe could be, if not fatal, I'd want it to be fatal because it's going to put my lunch out. Really is. So, thinking about that, I've had my bell rung a couple of times. Wood came off the lathe and hit it. Every time I managed to have a face shield on. Yeah, this is by God, not by face shield, not by not having a face shield. But if you wear your face shield and you get used to wearing your face shield and you take care of your face shield and you have something nice, you'll wear it, use it, and be protected by it. So please, if you're going to turn it with a face shield. Please. I don't want to jump on a boat, a safety boat, and stay there, but I want to tell you, I'm not going to get you hurt. We're going to do this today. We're going to do a bottle stopper. And I got to pull the wand out, get it down so you can see where we are. Yep, that's where we are. And wow, everything's a little sticky today. Huh. There, how's that? Now you're looking at the roof now's mandrel. This is a mandrel with a 3/4 16. I'm sorry, a 3/8 16 stud on it. And on that stud, we're going to thread on this block of 2x2. Then knock the corners off. It's still 4-sided. It's just a block of 2x2. Thread it on. Now, normally these mandrels are held in place by an all-thread rod going clean through the headstock and coming into the back. But I gave away one of my better ones the other day, and a rod went with it, and I hadn't gotten up to the hardware store to get me another piece of all-thread. So this one's going to fly without it. What can happen? Well, it could come out, or it could vibrate loose. But I'm going to keep the tailstock on it and keep the pressure on it. That's going to eliminate that problem. But this is going to spin my hardwood valve, my piece of 2x2. Yes, that's what it is. 2x2 from Harbor Freight. I mean, from Home Depot. And you have to ask special for this product. Right. And I'm going to bring my tool rest up. Yeah, let me see something. Hold on. Now you can see it. Block, headstock, tailstock, live center. This is my tool rest. You see this right down here? That ring is glinting a little bit in. Well, that's my basic center elevation on a tool rest. That kind of works good for me. And a test spin, make sure it's cleared. It kind of works good for me as a good starting spot. The mark's always there. So if I do any adjusting, I've got a visual reference besides thinking, is it level with the center? So get a visual reference on yours. I don't like the hose clamp. I don't like the rubber washer. I like just scoring it with my engraving tool, and that's what I use. Now, we're going to crank this puppy up. We go at it real easy. I'm going to use my roughing gouge. What everybody knows this for is roughing. Shield up. Where we're at. Now that was done with the roughing gouge, and it is in pretty good shape. It really is. It's a little bumpy right here, but I'm going to fix that in a second. But this is all round and even. Now I can do that in the roughing gouge, and I can keep going with the roughing gouge. I can swap over to something like a 3/8 inch deep fluted gouge, which is probably the number one weapon in my shop. I'm getting there. That's it right here. 3/8 inch. It's got a relief cut on it. You know what that is. I'll pick that back off a little bit. Shield up. I think I went a little bit too deep, but I can fix that. Saw the chunk come off. I'm going to take my skew. That's good practice for a skew. And clean it up a little bit. This is the beauty of using the skew to do this, is I managed to go in, clean it all up, get rid of any gouges and tears I may have had, and do a nice even slice. And that's important, to do a nice slicing cut. It removes the wood gentler, easier, and it's got less brisance. And since this is a crummy piece of, pardon me, Ronnie, this is a piece of 2x4, it's going to be heavy in the grain, it's yellow pine. It's not going to have a lot of characteristics for good turning woods. It's from a needle, not a leaf. A lot of things going wrong for it, but that's going to give me a good start. I got a little hoggy on the parting tool. A little hoggy. That's a technical term for stupid. That is just a 3/8 inch 16th thread. And if it's clogged up or dirty in any way at all, it won't cut nice clean threads in a wood. And mine has got some junk and crap on it. Crap, technical term, you know that. Alright, now I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I'm just using one of my centers. It's got a good show point on it. And we'll clean all this off. Now, I guess I can run a die knot on this and clean this up too, but hey, let's go easy. Let's not clog it up again. I have it cleaned out, and I want to put it back in that piece. What am I going to do? I'm going to the trusty old Wayfarer's Friend here and pad it up a little. Oh wait, you caught me. This is toilet paper. I got it at Target. It's toilet paper. And I'll put a little toilet paper in there. And then I'm going to thread the piece right back on there. And I don't know if you can hear the saddle tracks on it. But it came up pretty nice in the spinning even again. That little piece of toilet paper filled the grooves a little bit, and it'll help. There's a couple, 6 or 8 other ways I could have done this, but we're going to stick with this one. I'm going to run my tailstock back up again, because there are 2 things we can do here. Hold on, gotta move you. Hey, just so you know we're all on the same page. I was way beyond this a few minutes ago, and the phone rang, and I shut it down, and I did something wrong. Blew it up. So put that one in the fire pit. So we got another block of 2x2, and it's 1.5 by 1.5, 2x4 from Home Depot, and this is a nice little swirl in it, which is going to look good when we dye it. But I'm not going to do the undercuts on this. I'm going to do the straight cuts for the parting things. Make it as simple as you and I can possibly make it, because I want you to go out and make a couple of them. All right, so I'm going to shape this up. Already. We took this back down with a roughing gouge, knocked this down and got it down. It's round all the way back to here. Then I'll put a little detent. This is going to be where I'm going to put the base at and the trunk. There's no measurements. It just looks nice to the eye. And I left some up here so I can go back in when I turn it back up and get a point right up there. See how it's going to do that? And that's good practice with the skew. We've taken a roughing gouge and taken a rough cut. Ended up a fairly smooth surface right here. Then we took a skew and cleaned it up and took the bumps off of it. And now we're going to take a parting tool and put the ridges in it. Got it? Got it. Okay, shields up. has given me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rings. That's a lot. They're cut pretty cleanly. Now consider goods and bads about this. I'm spinning it on a mandrel, and I've got a tailstock locked up. If I do too much down here to weaken this, that's going to move. So right now I want to go in and sand this, knock the fuzz off. And that's a little 80 grit paper. I'll take it all the way up to 220, okay? And this is a foam back paper by Vince Welch at Vince's Wooden Wonders. That's who supplies my sanding supplies. I tell you all my friends when we do this, I tell you, D-Way Tools is my major tool supplier. Uh-oh, got a phone call coming in. I gotta take the call, you know that. Here's the deal, when I say I gotta take that call, this is Big Guy Incorporated, Big Guy Productions. This is the source of getting carbide cutters, bars, templates, bearings, all kinds of other stuff that I have on our website at www.eddiecastellan.com. Yeah, real creative, huh? But when you call, it's going to be me. You're going to talk to me. If I'm driving and you call, you're going to talk to management. But if you do call and you get the answer machine, leave a message. Because today I got called 4 times how I can reduce my student loan. I'm old. When I went to school, there was no student loans. You put the money up and you went to school. When you graduated, you went and earned the money that you put up. Hey, make it too easy on them. The millennials won't know how to handle it. All right, but I get these calls all day long, but I have to answer them. But if you need something from me, you want to chat, you got a problem, whatever, just give me a call. That's what we do. Now, I'm going to go back to my piece here. I was sanding just now when I stopped. Shut it down. I had to take the call. I love taking the calls. I love when you guys call me. I mean, I get some of the strangest requests, but I never turn them down. All right, now coming up on this, I was just coming off of 120. I'm going to go to 180, and I'm just knocking down the fuzz. That's it. 220. I love this foam back paper for the reason that it contours nicely, and you can move it around a lot. Look, it's still cutting. See that? Look. See, it's still cutting. It's really crummy wood to work with. And then I'm going to go to 240. Now, if you feel like it, you can clean up all those rings. And they're not proportional. They don't have to be. They're decoration. The whole thing's decoration. But I just went through 5 pads and cleaned it up. I'm going to put my shield back down and clean up this base a little bit. When I stopped the lathe to point at this tool, it's a 1/4 inch or 6mm tool. I moved the tool rest. Now I'm going to go back down to my ring mark again. See my ring mark right there? I keep harping on that because beginning turners, you have to understand, there's no book that tells you how to do this. This is what you have to learn. And if you get habits that are good habits, then it's easier to understand and follow. Shield up again. I'm going here. Get you up here. All right, there we are. What I did a minute ago is I cut this tree out, the bottom. I'm going to go by what my daddy says. If that bottom branch is too close to the floor, you won't get any presents because Santa ain't put them there. So I'll leave the trunk show a little bit. Now, I've got a base. I'm going to clean the base up using my 3/8 inch deep fluted bowl gouge. I guess you can tell, there's no magic to this. This is all pretty rough stuff, but it's ready to be going. Now I'm going to go back to right now and touch it up with 5 grits of paper. Got it? Got it. Okay, as soon as the waving stuff feels like anchorage, stops. You can see I've got all the rings in. I've sanded a little bit, all the way down to 280, right up to here. Rounded this off, left the base a little bit smaller because I have a 3/8 inch hole in the bottom of it. I've sanded this off, knocked off the fuzz. I can go back and touch up some of this, but I really don't want to lose the crispness of the lines because they're really nice and tight and crisp right now. Now, to get rid of this thing, get it off the lathe, the last step is a tricky one. I'm going to remove this nub, and I don't have a good place to get the camera position for it because in all this moving and reworking, not was me. 4 years ago, I couldn't even walk. I was coming out of a stroke. So a lot of things got thrown away. And I don't have the wherewithal to get the tube shop and get tubing and remake some of these jigs. They're coming, but right now we're working with what we have. I am going to back off the tailstock. That's the key. Now when I spin this, it's running very, very true. See that? No wobble, no force, nothing. We let the holding of the wood guide everything. Shields up. My steady rest is right here. I raised the seal so I can talk to you. You didn't catch it. I cleaned that up with a skew, making a little bit of light cuts. I'm going to go back to my parting tool now and put one ring back in that had disappeared. That's it. Hope you're following this. We're like 100% done. Let me butt this whoopsie-doodle to keep track of my recorder, my start and stop button. That is now finished. Now there's a couple of things we can and can't do. We can't horse with it because it'll break, all right? Because it's not the greatest wood in the world. But even if it was the greatest wood in the world, I wouldn't really want to horse it around too much anyway. That's the finished piece. Do you see that? It's a simple little stomper. And I'm going to go ahead and get the stains out. And I'm going to, yep, got a lot of built-up dust on it. Blowed it off with a little bit more pressure than I got. And I'm going to sand off that X on the bottom. I'm going to put my name in there. And then I'm screwed into, if you're going to find it, it's right here. I'm going to screw my roof nozzle bottle stopper into the bottom of it. Before I'm done, when it's all stained and sealed, all right, I want to stain this with liquid stain from Trans-Tint. Yeah, Trans-Tint. That's what I'm going to use. Green, green, green. Then I'll come back and put the black on the root, on the trunk and the base. Gives a little bit of accent. Now, there's no magic to this. It's all sanded. It's sealed. I mean, it's stained. Then I'm going to probably wipe a little sealer on it just to give it a shine. And then buff that back off with 320 or whatever. Or by hand with steel wool, just knock it off. And it's going to shine a pretty good bit. If I want more shine, I can spray it with a clear, I've got to get it right there. It's a clear wood finish by Deft, or I really cheat and I go to Ace Hardware store and get their cheap polyurethane finish. Did see one the other day at Hobby Lobby. that had silver flake in it. I hadn't tried it yet. I'm on a real tight budget right now. Why? Because I want to buy something for the shop for Christmas. Don't you? But if I get the one that got the little silver flake in it and I spray it, it's going to really sparkle up. That is for the top of a wine bottle. Where in other parts of the country, besides South Louisiana, in other parts of this fine United States we live in the world, people open a bottle of wine, drink something, and then close the bottle. That's what this is for. In Louisiana, we put it on the table next to the empty bottle because we ain't never closed the one before. All right. I gotta love it. You watch the TV show NCIS New Orleans, and everybody's brother, and everybody's got, a cute name for the Mardi Gras. You're not from here. From here, we don't like that Mardi Gras thing. It brings in a lot of tourists, a lot of money and all. But there's a whole lot of us can't wait for it to go away. And I'm one of them. That's the project for today. Hey, if you're working on something for Christmas and you want to share it with me, all you got to do is send me a photograph. Send it to my email address, captaineddiecastellan@gmail.com. captaineddiecastellan@gmail.com. Send it to that email address, and I'll use it. I'll put up another batch of photographs that we just received. I'm always hearing from you guys and gals. Always. And I always want to see what you're doing. It's an important part of this world. Here it is, gang. If you and I are getting together doing this, sharing some ideas, sharing some time and some thought, we're getting a lot done. We really are. So if you got something to share, right here, bring it on. You got a question or a problem or whatever, bring it on. I'm there all the time to talk to you. Isn't that a cute little ornament? Now, all right, if I didn't have any of Ruth Now's stoppers, and I didn't have time to get them, I could do a 3/8 inch dowel, and I could hold this thing with a regular collet chuck. See that collet chuck? That's a collet chuck. It's got a drawbar in it, goes through the headstock, and it'll suck down on a 3/8 inch dowel. And then I can use a floor, excuse me, I'm allergic to BS. I use a floor stopper, which is cork, and put a cork stopper on it. Yeah, if I got to do them really, really cheap and give them away, and I know we all get into that world, I might do that. I did that for a company I worked for one time. I mean, every employee wine bottle stopper. Then I found out about half of them had AA clients. Oh, man. Pardon me again. But you can make it inexpensive that way and put it on a hardwood dowel. I like the Ruth Now stopper, I really do. It gives some quality and it's a standable thing. You can stand up on the table and show it off. Especially if you live here and we don't have bottles like that we want to cork up. I'm Captain Eddie Castellan. I'll take your calls if you got them. I'll give you a hand when you need it. And I'm here when you want me. And that noise you in the background, I had the heated one today. So, that's what we're doing. I'm in the shop. We're making shavings. Oh, wait. If it comes up and I can do it, I'm going to have a picture from Ronnie Bonnet of some of the stoppers he made today. Because when he stopped by earlier, he had a pile of 2x4s out there. And he had big plans. So, Ronnie, hope you ate them alive. I'm going to look at it in a few minutes. Until next time, I'm Captain Eddie Castellan, making shavings. What are you doing? Huh? Yeah, get out there. Simple, but elegant. Put the clock on me. I think I did it under 5 minutes. Put another 5 for the stand. 10 minutes. Somebody will be happy they get this. You can put a little bow on it, or a little decorative ribbon, or some flossing, a little bit of LED lights, a trinket, little packages around the bottom. Nah, you don't get into all that? I don't blame you. I don't either. See you later.